Alright, we're taking a look at the SOPAKCO packaging MRE, individual meal, civilian version of the MRE actually. And this is one that I got in an eBay auction and unfortunately got kind of ripped off in the auction. And this one it's been sliced. So I figured since it's already open, I'd go ahead and do an open the meal type of review here. I keep saying it. I watched the Cutlery Lover video where he was talking about these, and it got me to thinking that I should update some of mine. Have been around for a while, and bought these civilian versions basically just so I could have a clear conscience. Not that I feel bad that I own regular MREs. You know, it's not a big deal in my opinion that you know, so many of those things go out to flood victims and hurricane victims and that kind of thing. That, you know, it's not as though some military guy's starving somewhere because I'm eating an MRE. But again, you know, since I have the option of buying them civilian, I figured might as well. And this particular brand, SOPAKCO, is the same company that makes MREs, is the same company that makes military MREs, SOPAKCO packaging, and you know, basically the same thing, same kind of size, shape. Only real difference is this is a little bit more pliable plastic, and of course it's clear, where this is a little stronger and it is tan. So we figured we'd open this one up. Like I say, it's been damaged, so there's no reason to leave it sealed. To show you, they have this sort of shape at the top, and the regular MREs have them too. Yeah, if I grabbed a regular one, the regular ones have it too. You can see it here on a military one. But what that's for is you come up here and the top of the bag isn't really sealed. So you can separate it there. And if you separate it right at the tip of that little triangle piece, it should bust open. That's taking a lot of effort. Alright, so it finally busted open here with minimal damage to the bag. And I know I'm a cheapskate, but like I said, I think this is you know, why you paid for this. You paid for this package. You paid for the meal. You know, you're paying for the nutrition inside, but you know, you paid for the whole thing. So I don't think it's I don't think it's a waste of time talking about the material it's made out of. So anyway, the bag itself is clear, and I'm actually kind of intrigued by that because, again, it's a pretty heavy-duty material. And let's say, for example, I'm taking my Droid cell phone out and going fishing. So now I can put this thing in the bag, roll it up a few times, and assuming it wasn't one that I got screwed on eBay and you know, had a bad bag with a rip in it, but I could literally take this thing out. Let's see if I could use it. Oh, look, I can even use the thing through the bag. So that's pretty cool. I can go on eBay and buy MREs, you know, in an MRE bag. So anyway, I think this bag is worth mentioning, that it's not you know, worth throwing it away. It's a decent bag. You can take probably some turpentine, just like you can on the regular bags, and clean this off, and then you just have a clear bag. Anyway, call me a cheapskate, but that's something I think worth mentioning. Getting into the contents, of course I like to look at the accessory kit, and of course it looks a little different. You know, the accessory kit that comes with an MRE is typically something like this, with some chiclets or some whatever gum and some Tabasco and some matches. And I think, if I remember right from the website, they say that the difference between them is that these don't come with gum, with matches, or with the Tabasco sauce. So these do have, it looks like, a sugar, a creamer, a couple of hand wipes, a salt and a pepper, the military style spoon, which is kind of cool because some of the other civilian MREs come with a a lesser quality spoon, and then a couple of napkins, it looks like. We also have a squincher, and we've done a review of this stuff. It's sugar-free, but the trade-off is that this is all you need to flavor a big thing of water. Sure, it's sugar-free and you don't get any calories from it, but you got your sugar packet in here. Feel free to throw that in. Actually, it looks like there's a couple of sugar packets in here. You could throw that in here if you wanted. But this stuff is pretty good. The only real disadvantage, or the only real thing I didn't like about this stuff is the massive color. It's got way too much color in it. Doesn't need to be so colored. But anyway, take a look at our video. I guess I'll try to link it up if I remember. What else do we got? We got the military style package of cheese spread with bacon. So it's cheese and bacon spread. That's not something I've ever encountered before, so that sounds pretty good. We've got the heater with a 4-cell teabag style heater. And again, I like these because I'll usually go in with my Swiss Army knife scissors and cut at least one off, sometimes even two, depending on what I'm cooking up. And then that way I can make a cup of hot coffee sometime. We got a thing of crackers, exactly like the military one as far as I can tell. The fig bar, as far as I can tell, it's exactly like a military. Down to having military fatigues on the illustrations. These are just military stuff. So this particular one happens to be Western beans and a beef patty grilled. So I guess you take your beef patty, you stick it between your crackers, and that's your hamburger. And then you've got your beans and your cookie for dessert. Not too bad. You get some bacon and cheese spread as well. Not a bad meal, I imagine, especially since it's got such a long shelf life. So I think these things ended up costing me, well, I did get screwed out of one, and I'll keep mentioning that because can't take eBay for granted. I think I paid about 80 bucks. No, I didn't pay that much. So I ended up paying about $6.40 a piece. It would have been a little less if I didn't get screwed out of one of them on the auction. And then this one, I guess technically I don't get to use the way I would have intended because it was cut open and I decided to bust into it in case any of the internal stuff had been cut open as well. So I guess we could go ahead and eat this. I just don't feel like eating right now. It's pretty early in the morning, and maybe we'll take this one, put it back together, and have lunch up on the hill next time we're doing reviews or something. I think the product is great. I like the idea of the civilian version. I actually like the clear bag. I'm planning on doing a couple of more food reviews, so let me know in the comments what you think. If it's something that people are totally disinterested in, you know, I'll stop doing it. I'm not interested in harping on something people don't care about. But it seemed interesting to me, like I say, watching some of the other guys do some videos food related. Of course, everybody eats, so I figured might as well throw my hat in the ring as well. So again, use the comments. That's what they're there for. Thanks for watching.